speaker. It's going to further edify you in the spirit. Tell you so-called white people you're going to slavery. Right. Tell you Israelites it's time to repent and keep the commandments.
All praise to the Most High. Hey, send them brothers up here, man. Hey, come learn who y'all are according to the Bible, man. Or y'all see yourself? Can I see that chart? Somebody hold that chart up real quick. Y'all young kings, y'all see yourself on the chart? On the right-hand side? What do y'all call yourselves? What's y'all race? Are y'all black? Okay, you're so black. Is he a short black brother? Can you show me anywhere in the world where you can say, hey, this is the land of black, right? These people speak Blackanese, right? You can't show that we're nowhere anywhere in the world, right? So why do we call ourselves black? Black is a crayon, brother. It's a color, brother. Black is the color of that boat over there. Right. According to the Bible, you guys are most likely come from the tribe of Judah, right? According to the Bible, you guys will be a part of the 12 tribes of Israel. Like you guys chosen people. We're going to show you that with the Bible. How did we get to America? What they tell us in history? How did we get to America? Did we walk over here? Brother, did we walk over here, brother? How did we get here? On a what? Immigrated to America? Y'all brothers agree? Hey brother, you agree we immigrated to America? We didn't come over here on slave ships? We ain't never come on slave ships. You agree, brother, we came on slave ships, right? Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out!
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
So real quick, brother. Hey, brother, come closer, brother. My voice is gone, man. Listen, we about to show you according to the Bible how you got to America. Now, this is Moses. Are you familiar with Moses? What did Moses do? He parted the Red Sea, and he let the children of Israel walk over the Red Sea. So this is Moses right now speaking to the children of Israel. Go to Deuteronomy 29 and 1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1.
Bring it out!
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel. The children of Israel.
We're going to listen about or read about is Moses speaking to the children of Israel. We're going to figure out exactly where they are today. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and start at verse 45.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45. Moreover, all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
Brothers, is a curse a good thing or would you consider it a bad thing? A bad thing. So we about to read about curses that happened to the children of Israel. Right, read on, King.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Till what?
Till thou be destroyed.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses is telling the children of Israel, because you didn't keep the Lord's commandments, bad things will happen to you, right? For you breaking the Lord's commandments. Read on.
To keep his commandments.
To do what?
To keep his commandments.
Read on.
And his statutes, which he commanded thee.
Read on.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee.
The Lord said these curses will be upon us. Read on.
For a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
Read on.
And for a wonder.
Read on.
And upon thy seed forever.
Hey brother, how long is forever?
Forever.
Forever, right?
Yeah.
So we were to read these curses, it's going to be a sign and show you who the children of Israel are today. Go to Ecclesiastes 4 and 16, real quick. Right, the Lord said there's no end of no people. Go to Romans chapter 11, verse 1. Right, bring it up.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 16.
Bring it out.
There is no end of all the people.
The Lord say,
There is no end of all the people.
So even the children of Israel are here today. The Lord said there's no end of all the people. So we read about these curses that only fit the children of Israel, that's upon their seed line forever. And how long is forever again?
Forever.
So we're going to know for sure by reading these curses in the Bible, in Deuteronomy 28, who the children of Israel are today. Bring this up.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 11, and verse 1.
Right.
I say then, hath God cast away his people?
Right.
God forbid.
God forbid.
Hell no, the Lord's people are still here on this earth. Read on.
For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Of what?
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
So Paul was here today, and this is Paul writing this letter to the Romans. If Paul was here today, Paul be a so-called Jamaican man. Right? Paul like, damn, you seen both. Right? We don't king.
Verse 2. God have not cast away his people.
The Lord say,
God hath not cast away his people.
We about to read out of Deuteronomy 28 exactly who the Lord's people is. Start at verse 16. Deuteronomy 28:16.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
The Lord say,
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
And brother, where you from? You from Baltimore, right? How we living in Baltimore? We at the top of Baltimore, or would you say we at the bottom?
We at the bottom.
We at the bottom, you agree? You think we at the top or the bottom? Bottom, right? You agree? You agree? Read that again.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
The Lord said the Israelites will be cursed in the city, not just Baltimore. But how we living in Chicago?
Same way.
How we living in Detroit?
Same way.
How we living in Philadelphia?
Same way.
How we living in LA?
Same way.
Houston?
It's everywhere.
New York City. Hey, the Lord said the Israelites will be cursed in the city. Read on, King.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And brother, how was we living in the field, brother? How was our people living in the field, brother?
Dying
Was we
every
living
day,
good?
man. Nah.
Brother, you agree, brother, we wasn't living good, correct? Brother, this baby was fed to an alligator, brother. So the Lord said the Israelites would be cursed in the cities and in the fields. We seeing that's just one verse right there to show you who the Israelites are. Now, so far, who is this fit in the world? Do it fit them men behind you?
Yeah.
It fit them? These things that we're reading about, it happened to them?
Yeah. You talking black people?
So no, I meant
Oh,
those people as well.
no.
Will it fit the Chinese man? How about the Arab man? Who does it fit, brother?
Black people.
It fits the so-called blacks, right? Let's jump to verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now, brother, what does this sound like? Your sons and daughters being taken away from you and given to a whole other people. What does that sound like? It sounds like enslavement, right?
Right.
But who did that happen to?
Blacks.
Did the white man go on slavery? How about the Chinese man?
Nah.
Surely it was the Japanese man, right? He went to slavery, right?
Nah.
So what was this talking about so far?
Right.
Hey, the curses are on the children of Israel, and they only fear who so far? The so-called blacks, Latinos, Native, and Seminole Indians.
That's right.
And we God chosen people. And look at all these mighty men. And what's your nationality?
Israelites!
What's your nationality?
Israelites!
What's your nationality?
Israelites!
These things only for us so far. Right, jump to verse 54 real quick. Verse 54.
God, verse 54.
Right?
So that the man that is tender among you.
Right, because at one point in time, the Israelite men, they show a loving compassion towards one another. Read on, King.
And very delicate.
Read on.
His eye.
His
shall,
what?
His eye.
Read on.
Shall be evil toward his brother.
And brother, you seem like the only one communicating with me. So what does that sound like? Having an evil eye towards your brother.
Bad intentions, man. That's what it sound like.
What do we call that today? You know? When a so-called black man has an evil eye towards his brother. Isn't that called the ops? Hey, read that again.
God, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you.
Hey, Salaki. Hey, I asked the brother, when a so-called black man has an evil eye towards his brother, he calls it an op. Why the hell we call our own people ops? And look at all these mighty men. These are your brothers.
That's right.
Nobody up for your op.
That's right.
And that's the thing, brother. This is what we've been reading. Now that's the curse upon our people that we're going to have an evil eye towards our brother. We're supposed to be building each other up. Right. We're supposed to be being our brother's keeper, yet we got an evil eye towards one another. Read it again, King.
God, it's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54.
Right.
So that the man that is tender among you,
right,
and very delicate,
right,
his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
His what?
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Now, real quick, brother, does he have an evil eye toward his brother? This Jewish man? How about the white man? Don't they kind of wake up, smell the coffee, say wonderful weather we having out here today, work together, they kind of, have a few damn beers at the damn work. Hey, the damn Arab man, the same thing. The Chinese man, the same thing. They don't have an evil eye towards their brothers. Right. Who is this fan so far, brother? Black. Read on, King.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And who's notorious for mistreating our women? Isn't it us, the so-called blacks? The so-called Latinos? Those things happen to us. Read on, King.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall lead.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall lead.
And who is known for having fatherless households? The so-called blacks, right? Now, so far, brother, by reading this, who are the Israelites today?
said the what?
Who are the Israelites today by reading these verses?
Oh, what?
We are the Israelites, right, brother?
Yeah.
Say it with me. Say, I'm an Israelite.
I'm an Israelite.
Say, I'm an Israelite.
I ain't
Come on, brother. Say it, brother. I'm an Israelite.
I'm an Israelite.
That's right.
You an Israelite. And you guys told the people, brother. That's right. Let's jump to verse 68.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So Moses is saying to the children of Israel, the Lord will bring you back into Egypt. Now the children of Israel, they were slaves in Egypt. Go to Deuteronomy 26 and 6 real quick. Hey, make sure them brothers get a fire, man. And y'all kings of the earth, man. Right and Vice ain't gonna get y'all nowhere. Y'all gotta come back with us. Y'all come and serve the Most High and know y'all Israelites. So you gotta go home or get a fire. Right, but brother, we still dealing with you, brother.
No, I'm ready to deal with them too.
All right, brother, let me get
Where the fly
Give me
at?
2 more verses. 3 more.
Nah, they gone, man.
more verses.
You can give me a fly, man. I'll come back when
All
y'all
right,
be
one more
out
verse,
next.
brother. One more verse. One more verse, brother. Come on, brother. You gonna get the fire? That's a damn. Brother, you wanna get the fire, brother? Hey, brother. Brother. Come on, brother. Want me to get the verse? Yeah. Bring it. No. Go to Acts 3 and 19. Hey, brother, come here this verse, brother. This last verse. Bring it out, brother. Hurry up, brother. Acts 3 and 19. Come. Hey, sister, you gotta separate, sister.
Read in verse 19.
Bring it up.
Repent ye therefore and be converted.
The Lord told the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, hey, you gotta repent, man. But the brother was going into all hell about to break loose on this earth, man. So the Lord sent us out here to preach glad tidings to the children of Israel, to let you know there is an end to all of this, man.
That's right.
And the Lord's thought towards us is peace, man. The Lord's thought to us is that we're gonna be established on the top of the earth again, man.
right.
And all your brothers gonna be back on the top of the earth, right?
That's right.
Stay at the bottom.
No.
Stay oppressed. No. Don't let the heathen roll over you. No. The Lord said He's gonna bring us back on top.
That's right.
Chapter 40, verse 9. Give me the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 18. Give me Psalms 68 and 6. And give me the book of Isaiah, chapter 52 and verse 7. Right, so that's what the Lord guys out here doing.
That's right.
Hey, brother, you got a minute for the word, brother? What's your nationality, brother? You don't know, brother? One verse. Let me show you one verse real quick, brother. You gotta repent, or you gotta come back home. Right. It's days, man.
Come home.
Right, bring out whatever I call it. Hold on. Hey, brother, what's your nationality? What's your nationality?
Man, what I learned, I can't say African American.
You can't say that, right?
Yeah.
So what would you call yourself? Who you see yourself at on the shirt? Are you a so-called black man? Yeah, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, now this brother shirt is like the same color as shirt.
No, sir.
So why we call ourselves black? Like the brother here reminded me of a great point yesterday. You won't call yourself a pink man. So why you call yourself a black man? You can't say you African American either. That's the name of 2 white men. You got 2 white fathers. So brother, so what's your nationality? Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 14. Let's go to Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And somebody give me Deuteronomy 28. Whatever you got.
Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
The Lord said as so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, we will discontinue from our heritage. Right? We were kings on this earth. We were priests on this earth. We had the beautiful daughters of Zion as princesses on this earth. But now we at the bottom. Read on, King.
From thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
To do what?
To
Serve thine enemies.
To serve thine enemies.
You know what?
In the land which thou knowest not.
Before we got to America, did we know this land? So the Lord said, in this land we're going to serve our enemies. In a land which you don't know. So far that's fitting us, brother. This is a prophecy on the children of Israel, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians today.
That's
bro.
right.
Hey, brother, we here to tell you guys chose a people.
That's right.
The book of Deuteronomy 28.
Sorry, I got one Jeremiah 16. Who got that?
Jeremiah
16 and 14.
chapter 16, verse 14.
Bring it out.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord,
We doing?
that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Out of where?
The land of Egypt.
So the Lord said it's going to be coming to pass. It's no longer going to be said the Lord brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. We know Moses told Pharaoh, let my people go. Part of the Red Sea, the children of Israel was in the wilderness. Read on, King.
Verse 15.
But the Lord liveth.
But the who?
The Lord liveth.
Wait, Yahweh liveth. Read on.
That brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
From the where?
The land of the north.
Do you know what the land of the north is? What is this country called? North America, right? Go to the book of Zechariah, chapter 2 and verse 6.
Book of Zechariah, chapter 2, verse 6.
Read out.
Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north.
From the where?
From the land of the north.
The Lord told us to flee from the land of the north. Read on, King.
Saith the Lord,
Right.
for I have spread you abroad as the four winds of heaven.
Right, that's why you see it's everywhere in this church. You got so-called blacks over in America, right? You got so-called the brothers from Argentina, that's Naphtali. We everywhere, man. Read on, King.
Saith the Lord, deliver thyself, O Zion.
You what?
Deliver thyself, O Zion.
Brother, keep this. You looking at old Zion, brother.
That's right.
You, brother. You looking at old Zion, brother.
right.
Hey, brother, look over there, brother. You looking at the daughters of Zion, brother. That's right. Israel, brother, right before your eyes, brother. Wake
him up.
Most High, brother. Oh, you good, brother. All praise to the Most High. We don't King.
That dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon.
That does what?
Dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon.
For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations.
Right, that's it on that. So this is the daughter of Babylon. The land of the north is the daughter of Babylon. This is known as Babylon the Great, America. Right? This is the same wicked ass abominable city, just like the original Babylon was, brother. The land of confusion. So what we're here to show you is, according to the Bible, your God shows the people. Right. We're going to prove it out of the book of Deuteronomy, 28th chapter. All right, brother, let's get to it.
Bring it up. Deuteronomy chapter 28
So verse 15.
and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass,
Moses says it's going to happen. Read on.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If you were to be disobedient, rebellious, and not listen to the Lord, read on.
to observe, to do all his commandments,
No, some of them.
to do all
His
You know
commandments.
the Big Ten.
to do
All his commandments.
Read on.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
What's going to happen?
that all these curses,
All these blessings.
that
All these
All these
curses.
good things.
All these curses.
Read on.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And what?
And overtake
The
thee.
Lord said, if you don't follow me and listen to what I gotta say, there will be curses, which are what? Is curse a good thing or is it a bad thing? These bad things are going to happen to you. Jump to verse 46.
Verse 46, and it reads, and they shall be upon thee
These curses will be upon you.
for a sign and for a wonder.
Brother, what does a sign do? What does a sign do? If I want to know you wearing Jordans, how would I know that? I can see the sign on them shoes, right? If you want to know what the children of Israel are, how would I know that? By looking at these curses, which are a sign. Read on, King.
And they
Come
shall
here to
be
work.
upon thee for a sign.
What? Sister, what does a sign do, sister?
A sign shows you something that you, like a sign of vision.
Right, it reveals something to you, right?
Right.
If I want to know you were wearing New Balances, how would I know that?
Because it's the logo.
The logo. So we want to know what the children of Israel are, which are the Lord's chosen people. We're going to look for these curses because they're what? Read that again from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46.
Right.
It reads, and they shall be upon thee for a sign
These curses will be a sign. Read on.
and for a wonder
Read on.
upon thy seed forever.
For what?
Forever.
How long is forever, brother? Forever. Forever is forever, right? So we go in these curses. Today we're going to know who the children of Israel are, which are the Lord's chosen and anointed people. Let's go to verse 16.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16.
No.
It reads, cursed shall thou be in the city.
The Lord said the children of Israel will be cursed in the city. Now, where are you from, brother? You're from Georgia. What part of Georgia? College Park. Or how we living in College Park, Georgia? Are we at the top? Or are we at the bottom? The bottom, dog. Sister, where you from?
Baltimore City.
How we living in Baltimore?
Like it's a curse.
Like it's a curse, right? So we not at the top, right?
Nope.
You would say we at the bottom for sure.
Absolutely.
The Lord said, cursed shalt thou be in this city, not just Baltimore, not just College Park, Georgia, but how about Atlanta, Georgia? How about Detroit? How about Chicago? How about Camden? How about damn Philadelphia? How about New York City? Anywhere we were to list, the Lord's chosen people are cursed in those cities. Now, who at the bottom of all those cities? Us, right? So far, who's the Lord's chosen people? Us.
Right.
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
And what?
And cursed
Shall thou be in the field?
Now, how do we live in the field, family? We're slaves. Was picking cotton, sugar cane, tobacco. We wasn't at the top of them fields, was we? We wasn't in the damn big house. And they had his dad, the so-called blacks out there in the field, man. damn picking cotton to our fingers blood. Right. They was feeding our kids to alligators. These things happen to us. We had yokes of iron upon our neck. Our brothers was damn. Look at his damn torso ripped in half. These things happen to us. Right? Let's jump to verse 41.
Verse 41, and it reads, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them.
But what?
Thou shalt not enjoy them.
The Lord said you will have children, but you're not going to enjoy them. Why is that?
For they shall go into captivity.
For what?
For they shall go into captivity.
For what?
For they shall go into captivity.
Now, what group of people in this earth went into captivity?
The black people.
The so-called blacks and Latino people.
That's right.
Did they go in captivity? Those men, that men and women behind you. Those Beckys, did they go in captivity? No. So who went in captivity?
The blacks.
The so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans.
That's right.
We read right out the Bible, your history, brother. According to the Bible, we're God's chosen people.
That's right.
Hey, brother, don't go nowhere, brother. Don't verse 48.
Verse 48. Right. It reads, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Read on.
And hunger.
The Lord said we're going to serve our enemy in hunger. Now, when you're hungry, sister, where do you got to go?
To the market.
And who owns these markets?
The white people.
The white people. You feel the same way, sister?
Yes.
How about you, brother? How about you, brother? We don't own a damn thing, right? The food we get it from our oppressor, correct?
That's right.
Read on, King.
And in thirst.
And in what?
And in thirst.
And when you thirsty, brother, with the Toronto Raptors at, when we're thirsty, what do we got to do? We drink water from where? You said faucet? Are you pay the damn water bill? You got to get a water bottle from Polar Spring, Dasani, Deer Park, Gatorade, Pepsi. Do we own these places? No. Read on, King.
And in nakedness.
And in what?
And in nakedness.
And when we want clothes, where do we got to go?
To buy from their stores.
To these damn stores, right? Do we own these stores? Do we own anything? No. Read on, King.
And in what of all things?
And in what?
And in what of all things?
So you want shoes, you want some jewelry, you want a hat, you want a house, you want a car, you want some clothes. Anything you want, you got to get it from your enemy, the Lord said.
That's right.
And that's true for us, the so-called blacks, right? And Latinos, Native Americans, correct?
That's right.
There's a white man, don't he own some of these things? Don't they own these damn buildings? Don't they own the damn harbor? They own that slave ship behind you? The Chinese man, he owns some things too. The Arab man, you gotta get your oil from him just to put in your damn car. We don't own a damn thing on this earth. The Lord is only talking to his chosen people. So far, who is the chosen people?
Us.
That's what you say, brother. What do you say, sister? You guys say it with me. Say, we're Israelites.
We're Israelites.
Say, we're Israelites.
We're Israelites.
We're Israelites, brother.
We're
Israelites. Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
A what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
Read on.
Upon thy neck.
Upon what?
Upon thy neck.
Now, what is this, brother? What is that right there?
That's a collar.
That's a damn yoke of iron right there, brother. You see this, sister? What is that?
Yoke of iron.
That's a yoke of iron right there. You can see it right there, too.
Yep.
Read that again, King.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
A yoke of iron.
Upon thy neck.
Read on.
Until he have destroyed thee.
And is our people flourishing in this society? Or would you say we destroyed as a whole?
We destroyed as a whole.
We destroyed as a whole, right? So who the Lord talking to right here? Us, right, brother? Let's jump to verse 68. Let's put the nail in the coffin.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord.
Real quick, brother, how we get to America?
Slave ships.
You agree? Did we get on the airplane? Did we damn all take an Uber over here?
No.
Sure. All right, brother, I'm gonna hold you to that. Did we walk over here to America?
No, it was the slave ship.
Did we swim? We didn't swim, right? We didn't get on the airplane, right?
No.
We didn't all get on a train, right? Okay, all right, bring it up.
It's the book of Deuteronomy.
Still hold it, King?
Chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord.
And the who?
And the Lord.
You know what?
Shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, if you read the rest of the scripture, the Lord never put the children of Israel back into Egypt as a whole. This word Egypt is a figure of speech. This word Egypt has another meaning. This word Egypt means slavery, bondage, and oppression. I'm gonna prove it to you. Bring it up.
2 Ezra chapter 1 verse 7.
Bring it out.
Am not I even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt?
Out of where?
Out of the land of Egypt.
You know what?
From the house of bondage.
From the where?
From the house of bondage.
Hey brother, what's another term you can use for the house of bondage? Slavery, right? You agree, sister? So let's read this again out the Bible.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Slavery again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
And brother, we didn't get over here on an Uber, did we? So how did we get to America? But the Lord said the children of Israel, they'll be placed back into slavery on slave ships. That's right. So who are the children of Israel, brother? Say it again, brother. Say it a little louder. You gotta have some confidence, brother.
That's right.
You gotta use your voice, brother. That's right. You gotta say, I'm an Israelite. Say it louder, brother. I'm an Israelite. I'm an Israelite. All praise.
By the way, whereof I spake it to thee.
Just like how the Lord said it was going to happen, it happened.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
What the Lord say?
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Have we seen our homeland again, sister? We have? America's our homeland?
Hell no.
Hell no. So that's what the Lord's talking about. He's saying you're not going to see your homeland again. And where's our homeland? And we're Israelites. That means we're from where? Israel. Israel. That's right. And right now, the Lord is destroying all those heathen that's in that land. Because they not the real Jews. You know that, right? Put up Revelation 2 and 9. Hold that. Finish that up.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
You shall be what?
You shall be sold unto your enemies.
And sister, when we got out those slave ships, who were we sold to? The whites, right? And brother, you agree, right? Who was we sold to when we got out those slave ships? White people. Brother with the camera or the phone. Who was we sold to? The so-called white man, right? Right. So the Lord called them, that's your enemies. I like that. I like that. And the Lord called them your enemies, brothers. Read on.
And there you should be sold unto your enemies.
For what?
For bond men.
For slave men.
And bond women.
Slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
Meaning no one's going to redeem you out of that captivity. So given that we the Lord's chosen people, what do you think the Lord requires of us? You think we can just sit around knowing we the Lord's chosen people, wear whatever we want to wear, do whatever we want to do, break all the laws and only follow the laws that's in this society? Or should we come back and serve the Lord and His laws? What do you think? What do you think it should be?
Follow the God and His laws.
You agree?
Yeah.
You agree, brother? We should follow the Lord and His laws, right? Yes. You agree, brother? Let's get some laws then. Let's go to Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Let's get some laws.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. Read. And now, Israel.
What the Lord say?
And now, Israel.
And brother, who Israel, brother? Who's the Israelites? Who's the Israelites, brother? Sister, who the Israelites?
We are.
Sister, who the Israelites?
We are.
That's right.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Right, the Lord requires something of us. Read on.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
To do what?
To fear the Lord thy God.
Read on.
To walk in all His ways.
Read on.
And to love Him.
And to what?
And to love Him.
And brother, you love the Lord, right? Sister, you gonna say you love the Lord, right?
Yeah.
Okay, read on.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
Read on.
To keep the commandments.
To do what?
To keep His commandments.
To the Lord.
To keep His commandments.
How you love the Lord?
To keep His commandments. Of the Lord and the statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
Because He says so. For thy
good.
Right, the Lord says because He says so, and it's because it's for your good if you were to keep these commandments. So we're going to give you a few commandments, all right, that the Lord said we got to keep. What you going to keep?
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Bring it up again.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8.
Right?
Remember the Sabbath day.
The Lord told us to remember the Sabbath day. Read on.
To keep it holy.
Read on.
6 days shalt thou labor.
Read on.
And do all thy work.
Right.
But the 7th day.
But the what?
The 7th day.
Sister, when's the 7th day of the week?
Sunday.
Is it, you sure?
Saturday.
Well, which one is it? Is it Sunday or is it Saturday? It's Saturday, right, brother? Saturday. The week begins on what? Sunday.
So
and it ends on Saturday.
Yeah.
So the Lord said Saturday is the Sabbath. Now, if you didn't notice, the days actually begin when the sun goes down.
That's right.
Go to Genesis 1 and 5.
Genesis chapter 1 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
And God caused the light And God called the light day.
Read on.
And the darkness he called night.
Read on.
And the evening.
And the what?
And the evening.
And when you go into the Hebrew, that word evening means sunset. So the evening, read on.
And the evening and the morning were the first day.
So the days begin at evening when the sun goes down. So Friday at sunset till Saturday at sunset, that's the Lord's Sabbath. That's right. We gotta keep the Sabbath. That's right. No work, no own pleasure, no buying and selling. Don't get it.
That's right. It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, and verse 31. Right? And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
And ware and victuals is merchandise. If the people were to bring stuff for us to buy, we're not gonna buy it. If we have merchandise, we're not gonna sell it on the Sabbath. Right. Why? Because we're the Lord's chosen people. Give me Leviticus 20 and 26 real quick. We're the Lord's chosen people. We're the holy people of the Lord. We can't be getting down like the rest of this world. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Leviticus 20. What you got? 20 and 26.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 26.
Right.
And ye shall be holy.
What the Lord say?
And ye shall be holy.
What are we?
And ye shall be holy.
The Lord said we're a holy nation. Holy means separate and set apart. Read on, King.
And ye shall be holy unto me.
Read on.
For I, the Lord, am holy.
For what?
For I, the Lord, am holy.
The Lord said, I'm holy, my children got to be holy too. Read on, King.
And have severed you.
And then what?
And have severed you.
Jump us together.
And have severed you.
Read on.
From other people.
From what?
From other people.
From what?
From other people.
The Lord said we different and unique from all these other people you're seeing on this harbor, man. We the Lord's chosen people. Finish it out, King.
That ye should be mine.
That what?
That ye should be mine.
The Lord is the God of everybody.
That ye should be mine.
Bring this up.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Right.
For thou art an holy people.
The Lord said we're a holy people, brother. We the greatest people on the earth. Nobody can cook like us, dress like us, damn, play basketball like us, right? Smell like us, right? We the Lord's chosen people, man. Right. We make anything look good, man. Right. Even that damn pink shirt. Right, read on, brother.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Read on.
To be a special people.
To be a what?
A special people.
Read on.
Unto himself.
Read on.
Above all people.
No, equal to.
Above all people.
No, the same as.
Above all people.
And sister, you gotta separate, sisters.
Get out.
Get out.
The face of the earth. The Lord did not set it.
Right, so all praise. Let's go back to these, what was we at? Nehemiah 10 and 31. Finish that out.
Book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31.
So we are holy and separate people. We got to keep the Lord's commandments. He said don't buy and sell on the Sabbath. He said don't work on the Sabbath. Are we going to continue to do it or are we going to stop that? We're going to stop it, right, brother? We're going to stop it, right, brother? Let's finish this out.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day.
So we can't do no buying and selling on the Sabbath or on the holy days. That's one law. I'm going to give y'all two more and I'm going to pass it on to the next mighty and powerful dynamic speaker. Let's get two more for
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 36. Is saying, speak unto the children of Israel.
What the Lord say?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
Brother, who the children of Israel? We are. Sister, who the children of Israel?
We are.
So who's the Lord talking to right here?
His chosen one.
There you go. Right, read on.
And bid them that they make them fringes.
That they do what?
That they make them fringes.
And you might be like, well, why y'all wearing at the bottom of your garment? But what's that? What's these things hanging down? These are called fringes. This is a part of our heritage. And we kings on this earth. Right. We princesses on this earth. Right. We gotta look the part and be it too. Right, read on.
And the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
How long?
Throughout their generations.
How long?
Throughout their generations.
Brother, how long is throughout your generation?
How long? Forever.
Forever, right?
That's right.
So forever we gotta be wearing it.
That's right.
Read on, King.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So it don't matter what color fringe you gotta have the border and ribbon of blue.
That's right.
Not just men, women too. You can look over there to that sister that's over there, where they're holding it down. You see all these mighty brothers, they got different. You got mighty brothers from fishermen at Zion, right? They got a red on. We got a brother down there with the blue. Brother got the black. Brother got the black and silver. We got gold down there. It don't matter what color. That's the point. But you gotta have this border of red and the blue. Read on, King.
And it shall be unto you for a friend.
For what?
For a friend.
Read on.
That ye may look upon it.
Read on.
And remember all the commandments of the Lord.
No, some of them.
Remember all the commandments of the Lord.
Just 10 of them.
Remember all the commandments of the Lord.
And what?
And do them.
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 The Lord said we're going to remember these commandments and we're going to do them, man.
Right.
So that's 2 commandments for you. I got one more for you. Somebody give me Leviticus.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Brother, what is that going into? That you can't mar the corners of your beard. You can't shave. You can't shave your beard. Hey, the Lord didn't give me a beard. Hey, mighty men out here, they got beards. The Lord didn't give me one. But I'm not shaving it up, though. I'm not slicing my face all up, trying to look like Esau. You got to grow up whatever you got. So no more shaving your beard, brother. Right. Nor can you get the bald head like Michael Jordan and damn Shaq. The Lord going to put them in the death. So with that, I'm going to yield my time. I'm going to pass it over to the next mighty, powerful, dynamic speaker. Hey, call Lord Yahweh, send me outside. Call Lord Yahweh, send me outside. Hey, call Lord Yahweh, send me outside. 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 Come here, Roller. Come here, Roller. Come here, Roller. Come here, Roller. Come here, Roller.